Greetings, YouTubers. Grimmy Dragon here, and we're back for another review. Recently, the third quarterly drop for Matty Collector hit, so I got my He-Mans for the 3 months, and I figured I'd do a review of my favorite of the batch. And originally it was going to be either Calyx or Sarad, but then the latecomer came in. King Chooblah, who for some reason ended up getting cancelled, then reestablished and shipped separately. Yeah. Digital River. But shipping problems aside, Chooblah's here, so let's take a look. Okay, so as most of you probably know, Chooblah here is actually part of the Club 2000X subscription, which is a secondary subscription for fans of the MYP cartoon, which Chooblah was had an episode in as one of the peoples who make up the Eternian Council. Now, Chooblah's people had control of the Eternium, which was needed to make the big prison. You know, that's as far as I'm going to get into the plot for him, but he was the leader of his tribe, so yeah, he's an important guy. And he's also a Bigfoot. I mean, well, how else would you categorize him here? Those are pretty big feet. But yeah. Well, maybe a Yeti, but you get the idea. So, he was a pretty cool character. And I'm very happy to have the figure of him, because the figure looks awesome. I mean, look at how that wash went into that. All that fur really brings it out. Looks awesome. They did it all around. And the sculpt is really cool too. I like how they did the really big arms for him, while keeping most of him on a more standard buck. Because, you know, most of him is actually using the Beastman body. From what I can tell, at least. Maybe a little fuzzier. Ah, that's the Beastman body, alright. Just new arms, feet, waist, and head, and, well, this piece here. So yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. Naturally, being a Masters figure, you can take off the head and remove the fur piece because it's just an armor. Kind of looks like something Beastman would wear too, and not as spiky, and the gem's a little different, but still. But as you can see, just a Beastman body underneath. But they went through the trouble of actually doing the wash on that too, which is really cool. Maybe a little dry brushing too. But yeah, gory moments aside, he looks pretty cool. Now for articulation, he does have a ball jointed head. A little restricted due to the armor piece, but he can still get left and right movement pretty well. Sorta. He has universal joints at the shoulders. Again, a little restricted by the armor, but works. Bicep swivel. 90-degree bend at the elbow. Wrist swivel. and a hinge at the wrist for some slight movement there. He has an ab crunch. It's a little stiff, but it's there. Waist swivel. Universal hips. Thigh swivel. Knee bend. Ankle bend for digigrading. And if I mispronounced that, sorry, but yeah. But that pretty much does it for his articulation. He does pretty good. For his accessories, he has his staff. Looks like a green wooden staff, really nice. A lot of sculpted detail to bring out that wooden feel, which I really do like. Only fits in his right hand, and he's the only one who can hold this one because it's just too big to be held by any of the other Masters figures, except for maybe some of the open hand guys. So, but they don't usually get a good grip on those items. So yeah, he's probably the only one who could grip it well. But I guess now let's get some comparisons. First, the rest of his wave mates, or rest of the 2000X subscription so far, not including the heads of Eternia. Okay, that's a little too many people to get into one shot. But you got, yeah, Evil Seed and Calyx. You can see he's one of the taller guys, so it's pretty cool. He and Calyx are pretty tall. We'll bring in the other characters for the episode, which was Trapjaw and Stratos. As you can see, he's got a little height on those guys, but they do look pretty good together. Another contractual obligation. We gotta bring in He-Man and Skelly, because they are the stars of the show. And yeah, he's taller than both of them. So yeah. Okay, and last but not least, well, let's bring in his council buddies. I'll get Carnivus, and the King of the Spleens. I can't remember his name offhand, sorry.
Dactus! It's Dactus, you dumb clod! You see what I have to work with around here? Oh, it's so frustrating. Oh, well. Anyway, on with the review.
And Randy, who's completely blocking Carnivus, but yeah, King Randor. So yeah, I mean, these guys look good together. That would be nice to add the last member of that team to this group. Unless we get a Queen of the Andrenans for some reason, which would be cool, but I'm not holding my breath for that. But yeah, nice Council of Eternia building up here. So I'm happy about that. But all in all, if you can get a hold of Chooblah, I would strongly recommend it. He is a really cool figure. I love the way he turned out. And I just love that paint job. Love the sculpt. He is an awesome figure. So yeah, easy recommendation. So yeah, that should pretty much cover it for Chooblah. a definite highlight of the Masters Classics line, a highlight of the Club 2000X, and obviously a highlight of the year. So, yeah, a really good figure. But anyway, it's time we got back to robots. So, next week, we're going to look at a PomCon find, one that I just got a hold of, and that's RID Scourge. Oh, I can't wait to get to this one. So I'll see you next week. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. And I'll see you next time. So, goodbye out there, whatever you are.